Phones can do so much now. They allow us to text, make phone calls, check our emails, go on social media, and so much more. This is probably why people are always on their phones. There's an endless amount of things that we can do on them. It wasn't that long ago when kids were outside playing and socializing with their friends. Now many of them can be seen outside with their friends, but instead of socializing or playing games and doing things of regular interaction, they are sitting on their phones playing Angry Birds and not talking to each other. Cell phones have evolved over the course of the years. Their original function was to make phone calls. In 1999, text messaging became available on most phones, and now they are able to be exchanged between networks. In 2000, the average cell phone user sent 35 text messages a month, according to Mashable.com. In 2004, camera phones became popular in the United States, and in less than 10 years, our phones have evolved faster than they did in the first 10 years of existence. Most camera phones now are better and more equipped uh, than some of the point and shoots that you can purchase. Cell phones have created a new way of living, and it has come on very fast. Phones seem to now be a necessity for everyone who's over the age of 5. Cell phones have many great benefits. They allow us to communicate with individuals, keep us entertained, and have been a great tool for the workplace. More and more people are getting rid of their home phones and just having one phone, their cell phone, in order to allow people to get a hold of them. According to an article in The Atlantic, 51.7% of people do not use their landline phones regularly, and 35.8% do not even have landlines anymore. And this is as of 2012. So, in the year 2014, we can expect that those numbers have gone up. Text messaging has also even revolutionized the way that we communicate with people. No longer do we make phone calls to communicate with people, even if it's just as simply as letting someone know that you've arrived somewhere or that you are at their house. Cell phones have been a great invention. However, they are starting to consume us, and now we're getting too distracted by our phones to see the world around us. They are starting to show their negative side. We miss out on opportunities and experiences um, because we are too invested in staring at our phones. Cell phones are for sure changing the way we communicate with other people, and sometimes it's even for the worse. A line from Sherry Turkle's The Flight from Conversation sums up where our conversations are starting to go. A quote from the book says that a 16-year-old boy is quoted as saying, "Someday, someday, but certainly not now, I would like to learn how to have a conversation." People are finding it harder to create conversations. It seems easier just to send someone a text message and start a conversation that way. People are finding it harder to make conversation anymore and are even becoming afraid of them. I read in an article earlier in the year, which I lost the source of the article, and I forget where I read it, but it is said that about 50% of cell phone users fake having conversations or fake looking at their phones just to avoid a conversation with another individual that they might be passing by on the street. We're getting more comfortable with texting and talking to someone over the phone than we are with face to face communication. With this loss of face to face communication, we're starting to lose the ability to have empathy. As Louis C.K., a comedian who also makes a valid point about cell phones in his stand up comedies specials, and even on an interview with Conan O'Brien. We need to find the balance between the use of our phones and face to face communication. There's a time and place to use a cell phone, and there's other times that it needs to be put down. and we need to reconnect with people in a normal face-to-face communication.